Welcome in, everyone, to Comic Book Women Presents the Runners Up list for April 29th, 2025. While you all are congregating and we're waiting for Jen to join, here's a little intro, our old school intro. It's just us again. What just happened? Okay, well, hi guys, welcome in. Apparently it's just Sarah and me tonight. Just kidding. Lucy and Jen will be joining once they figure out how to press buttons correctly.
That's too funny. How many years have we been doing this?
4, 5.
4 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still don't know.
Anyway, Sarah, I love the shirt.
Thank you. I had to represent for Free Comic Book Day, my favorite LCS.
Thanks. We appreciate that so much. Lucy, good to see you. And there's our... I know, they're all thinking we're probably just like drunk. Namesh is in the house. Happy Tuesday. And there's Jen.
That's my bad. I'm so sorry. I was telling Jen, where are they? I'm like, where's Sarah? Sarah's always on time.
Right? We were waiting for like 20 minutes backstage.
That's not true. It's not 20 minutes.
It's basically 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh. So
and there's Lando Black Crown joined. When they were giving him shit in the other show, all 155 pounds of me. That's what he's saying. Are here. And it will be pound by pound. Happy Tuesday, Jen. It's not your fault.
Hey,
so not happy Tuesday, Lucy. Huh?
It's my fault.
Oh.
Hello.
You're talking about exquisite corpses before, right?
Yeah, so we were trying to figure out the difference between the LCS ash can and it's the mask.
It's the pink. It's the yeah.
It's so the mask,
and then there's like
we figured it out after a while, but we weren't sure when we were. I was like, wow, I didn't know there was a difference, but yeah.
But it looks like the Comics Pro, they had leftover ones that they went to ECCC with because it was right after. I thought.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah. So just because there's no difference between the Comics Pro and the ECCC.
Are they both selling for the same though?
But they're the same. They're the same book. It's just how you list it.
No, the mask is different. It's different color masks.
No. So the Comics Pro one is all gray.
Okay.
And then the ECCC one is also all gray. The ones that I saw, at least for the listings.
No, there's one that she has a pink mask.
Really? People list it weird.
That's what I'm saying. It was kind of confusing because we couldn't figure out like which one was selling for the highest price. Because if there's multiples with only that tiny differentiation, they were saying the mask on one is all gray, then the other one's pink.
But like you got the one that had the pink one, right?
Right. So that would have gone to the LCSs. So
I would think that the Comics Pro gray one would be the more rarer one.
I would assume that too.
And it's going for like $10 more, it looks like.
They don't really say how many were printed, so I mean there's really no way to compare, but yeah. Anyways, hi guys. Sorry. We were talking about Exquisite Corpses. The ash can made it to number something on the top 10.
I saw that.
Yeah, we were talking about that. That book looks awesome. The Jay Lee that I was telling you guys I wanted is already selling for $100 though. I was like,
jeez. And who says comics are dead?
No, not when you have the right writer.
Not collectors.
Okay, before we get started, shout out to our sponsors at Covrprice. All the information you see on the screens tonight are brought to you by their platform. So yeah, check them out. And Birthday Comics, same deal. Tomorrow we will be revealing our Pop Kill 4, the final of this series with Sveta Shabina. So if you are familiar with our 2 and 3 done by her, I promise you 4 is a banger. So make sure you check that out. And yeah, all right, let's do the round table. Sarah, what's up? How's it going?
It's going good. Even though like today was kind of like crappy at work, I'm just glad to be here in my comfort zone, ready to talk some comics. So, and I curled my hair.
I'm seriously loving it too. I think that's like that should be your thing.
All right.
Looks
Did
good.
you like curl it like this, or did you like?
I did like the crimping thing. I got one of those like 3-barrel.
Oh,
Easy way.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Love it.
Speaking of hair, though, Jen, what do you call? You know, like Ahsoka has like the stuff that comes out. It's not hair. What's it called?
It's not hair.
Tentacles.
horns.
Just kidding.
They're not tentacles. What are
Look-
the? What it's called?
they're-
Look
Some-
what
they're
decides to
closer to-
show up.
Right?
Oh shit! I was just
Is it
sending a link. Oh, my bad.
I'm glad I'm the only one who doesn't mess up.
No, Jen, it's called something though. The hair is it called?
mandrills?
Not
Mandrill.
Mandrills? I can't.
a Lussix or a. Oh, they told me in the last show.
So they're not. It's not hair. It's more like horns because they grow.
Like
Google it. Just Google it.
I did. Laku?
Dreads. Oh. Sarah Googled it and she's trying to pronounce it.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it. It's Lekku.
Yeah.
Yeah, Montrolls. It says Montrolls.
No, it's Leku.
But it says, if you keep reading, it says the Montrolls.
Right, but the term for the Montrolls is Leku.
Okay, but they're more like horns. It's not hair, and they keep growing.
Perp.
We talked about this in the last show. I'm like, I know for sure the girls will know. And here we are. Like,
I love
That's
it.
hilarious.
yeah. You guys anything else to add before we start?
Well, me, I'm moving. Yay! I've been packing. We've been packing little by little, so but little by little, I'm packing, trying to be mom and everything at the same time. Watching my shows, packing, and
How exciting.
overwhelming. But yeah, I get overwhelmed. But it's fun.
I'm happy for you. That's a big deal.
That's what I was doing on the other thing, at the other link with Jen showing her the house and everything.
While Sarah and I waited for 20 minutes.
Right?
That's not true, because when you said that, you said you were just done for 5 minutes. So you waited 5 minutes. Liar.
No, I waited honestly 20 seconds. Jen, what anything to add before we get started?
Thank you so much.
So Britt went to Florida with her family for her first family trip ever. And I was alone for 4 or 5 days. And I kind of forgot to drink water.
Oh my what? How does that happen?
And then I also stayed up till midnight, on my phone.
Did you
You're like a kid at home alone.
She's like
Did
a
you
cat. Nobody fed her.
Well, she actually made, I had a big thing of pasta. But then the day that she was coming back, I completely forgot to eat it all. And so I picked her and her family up. And I'm driving and I'm like, wow, my stomach really hurts. I'm like, what do I have today? Orange juice, coffee, lemonade iced tea. Oh, I didn't eat.
Gosh.
just liquids?
Well, because I was trying to
without Brit then.
because I was trying to move. Right now I have 2 storage units, and I was trying to move while she was gone. I was trying to move one storage unit into another, and then I still didn't finish. It was too much.
I like Bruce's response.
Yeah, I got nothing for that. Jen had Dunkaroos and Jello for supper. Yeah, she was like a 12-year-old home by herself, just staying up watching shows. Anyways,
Well, now my skin, I can see it in my skin. So not having water, I was like, oh, this feels different. Sorry.
That's so funny.
So if you're just hopping in, this is Comic Book Women. Yeah, we're going to cover the runners-up. So every week we talk about 12 through 20. Sarah, I might have you go first. Are you cool with it?
Absolutely. Let's kick this off.
What do you have
right? Number 20 is this is interesting. This is Spawn number 9. This is obviously the first appearance of Angela, but also Medieval Spawn is getting his own dedicated run. So fans have to check out his first appearance in this book. So, Angela, who is now a Marvel property, maybe we'll see her, maybe we won't, who knows. But this book is multifaceted. It's a cheap key for collectors of this new run to hop on. We've tracked 14 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 53%, with a high sale of $80 for a CGC 9.8 raw copy and a current near mint fair market value of, this is such a steal, $8.
Isn't there some like controversy behind this book? This like started a shitstorm of some kind, right?
Yeah, well, because when Angela was first created, there was a fight over who owned Angela, and then people went to court, and then the judge sided with the writer of this issue who created the character, even though it's within someone else's book. And then because they were like, you know what, I don't care, I'm selling her to Marvel.
Suck it.
Which, you know. But we all thought we were going to see her in the Thor movies, remember? Because,
Yes.
yeah.
That's when we talked about this, actually. That's how I knew about the lawsuit thing, because you brought it up at one of these previous episodes. And yeah.
Do you have it?
I do. I have this, and I actually we did a version of this. I forget what the title was.
You did?
We did an homage to it. I don't remember what the title is, but we did an homage to this. But I have this one as well. Like what Sarah's saying, it's insanely affordable considering it's a Spawn key.
Yeah.
I don't know this one either.
I don't either. I wanted this because I love the cover. I love this one. I think it's really cool.
I think I like more this kind of like spawned a lawsuit. I think that's really interesting when you think of it that way, because it does kind of dive into how comic creators have to figure out who owns what, and that's fascinating in and of itself. Although I don't know, do you guys agree with the ruling? Hold on.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm going to take this down real quick because our honorary comic book woman is here.
Hey!
Hey! What's up, ladies?
Hey, Joe!
It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. How are you doing?
Man, I missed you
Hi,
guys.
John. You.
We missed you too, sort
How you
of.
guys doing?
You said sorta.
Better.
You say sorta?
I said we really miss you.
Oh, okay.
That's so rude. Why would you say sort of?
Jeez, Jen.
Mama!
Well, we're supposed
I
to
heard-
do a Friday show. We never did the Friday show.
Well, he was too busy mingling with Mark Spears all week.
Right?
What are you talking about, man?
Hood is the new celebrity out there. He's the new
He is,
influencer. Schmoozing
Man,
with the.
I was
the
working.
talent.
Mark had me working, man. He was getting run over, man. He was getting run over, man. Such a nice guy, man.
What was the line like?
It was big. It was big. I was just there the first day, but man, like the line was big and everybody had books. And I don't mean like 5 books, like stat. And Mark, I'm surprised his arm didn't fall off, man. But
Wow. Yeah, I saw pictures of it that you were posting actually. I was like following your stuff, and I've never seen a line like that. The biggest line I ever saw was for where were we? It's C2E2. I saw a line for somebody, Jen, I forget. Oh yeah. But yeah, that seems like it was pretty intense.
Mhm.
it was like Clutch and Drew and Leg, they were like controlling all of that, and I I was a smart one, and I sat down next to Mark, and I was the handler, like Mark's wife Melissa, they coordinated like what they paid for on a post-it, and then I got the books, put the post-it down just to keep everything organized. And man, but the best part of it was they were texting me pictures of the line, and I was showing Mark, and Mark goes, man, I got to look at this. And he went and grabbed some shirts, and he ran over there and he started throwing shirts, and like just hearing him say, man, I've dreamed about this, and him just taking it all in was pretty special, So I had told him, I said, man, I've got a virtual reality kind of thing of what it's like to be a celebrity comic artist through his eyes, kind of seeing that. Man, because he's been working for over 30 years trying to put his name out there and everything. And man, a lot of people were showing him a lot of love, just giving him books that, he didn't get comps for. So he didn't get any copies. And
We sent comps. Disclaimer: Bird said he sent comps.
Oh yeah, no. These were older books. These were older books.
Yeah.
Older books. But
yeah, he didn't just like rise to fame. He fucking skyrocketed. I've never seen anything like it.
Because I mean, he's making it fun, and it's just different. It's kind of breaking the monotony of, but man, he's like everybody like, and I don't know who the guys were. There was some people with slabs or whatever, and I don't want to call anybody out, but he came up to me and he goes,
say it. Just kidding.
He came up to me and he goes, "Hey, can Mark sign 100 books or something like that?" And I was like,
Jeez.
and I know Melissa's handling everything, and I go, "Well, Melissa's handling that, but why are you asking right now? Why don't you let Mark have this moment? Why are y'all bothering him right now?"
Right.
And he just looked at me like, "Oh no. When I guess later." And I said, "Oh, okay," because like this is pretty special, and because I had told Mark, I went back and saw the video of last year's con, and he was just sitting there drawing. Nobody really around his line, and he had his prints on the wall.
Really?
Completely different.
Wow.
Like just
Oh, that makes me sad, but it makes me happy.
Absolutely. And man, I wonder what next year is going to be like.
Was he the only like big line, or were there other kind of?
Well, I was there day one, and like I know Kevin Eastman was right next to him, but he wasn't there the first day.
Gotcha.
And but that day one, everybody was there to see Mark.
That's awesome.
And he's got a huge following on Discord. He's got his Discord crew. He took them bowling. Yeah, Mark took us, me, Leg, Drew, and Clutch. He took us out to eat at Ruth Chris, so that was really nice. And his family was just phenomenal, like phenomenal. His son is super cool. His wife, super. She was funny. I mean, she took it all in. I mean, like here are these guys like. He really doesn't know us, right? We could have kicked the shit out of him, taken all his books, right? Get all ghetto and stuff, but just, cause that's what his wife said. She said, "You don't even know these guys, right?" And it's like, we're not gonna do nothing to you, bro.
True though. I mean, they've only ever seen you on shows and stuff, never like in real life.
I was so impressed with Drew from like, cause I never really met him, but I've heard stories that he puts on a show. He did not stop talking for like 4 hours, dude. Like just sell, boom, 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 boom. And I was just like, holy shit, this guy's just going and going and going and going. And I kept Mark going too. I could tell he was tired and signing. I was like pumping it up, and and that was just fun. It was a quick trip, Laura. Like Mark said, why don't you go, Hood? You better go. And so I asked my wife and just got on a plane, jumped over there, and then came right back and had about 8 hours of flight delays along with it. So I had to work Sunday, so I was just effing drained.
But hey, worth it, because we all got to live through you and kind of experience
Oh
it
yeah,
through you.
you've done several cons and all that, but like seeing someone that wasn't hot. And I told Mark, I go, it's like you got a hit record on the radio, like in the 80s, like you're a thing now, right? And humble as can be, like just, he's just Mark, and we've coined the phrase, he's one of us, because like he could jump on this pod right now and just like hang with us, and he's just a regular person, he's not course, that's now. We don't know if it'll go. I'm getting my nails done. You know what I mean?
He
You
might get
know?
all bougie on us, huh?
Mhm.
But man, you could tell he was tired, man. And I talked to Leg on Big Leg on because Leg and Clutch and Drew stayed all the way through the con. That he just, I think the last day he only like signed for like 2 hours. He was like done.
Do they give them breaks? Right? They have like breaks.
Well,
they can...
there was still a huge line, and he goes, "Man, I gotta go to the bathroom. I need soda." Like, so they said, "Okay, guys, we're giving them a 30-minute break," and so people had been waiting 4 or 5 hours, and so yeah, so they had a a green room where Mark could go and just take a quick break, and I mean his fans were super cool. I will wait for Mark,
Yeah.
screw it, he needs a
5
break.
hours? That's crazy. That's basically your entire day at the con. You're just standing in line.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you were there because I think that without you, it would have been a little bit more. I wish you would have stuck the whole time because I felt better with you being there. Like there would be no shenanigans, nobody trying to pull anything.
Like so that video where I'm coming in to the hotel when he's like in the middle of his live selling or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like Hood or I made a little TikTok or whatever.
Hey, look, Hood, you just got us $25. Thank you, Hood.
Hey, what's up, Namesh? That's another good man right there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if they told him or not, but he genuinely looked excited to see me, man. And nobody's really that excited to see me. They just like, oh, hey, But he was like, hey, and I was like, hey. So that
I'd
was
be
pretty
excited
cool.
to see you.
Mhm.
Well, how long
Aw.
do we have you? Can we keep you for the list or do you have to go?
What list do we have?
We got 20. Well, we already covered 20. So
20? Jesus Christ.
No, we only have 8 technically. We already covered this one. You're fine. I'm putting you up here so you can't leave. We'll see if you leave. Next up. So, Joe, if you
Mama!
see
No, right? Old
You're not
school,
allowed to leave.
old school Hood.
if you see one you want to talk about, let me know. But number 20, we have Spawn number 9. Sarah read you the stats. So what do we have for 19? Who wants this one?
Is this a hot list?
Yeah.
Jen, it's like the one that of what is it called? The
This is the runners up. So
the
we're talking-
runners up, yeah.
There's a top 10 that we could do on Covrprice show. That's 1 through 11. And now we have 12 through 20. So this is number 19 on the list. So
Are
this
you
is the
laughing,
most
Sarah?
books sold in the- You don't
Like,
watch our
where
show,
are we?
Joe.
Where are we?
Man, I'm like so out of it, and I was like, how do we do this again? What's going on?
So this is the
It's
next
open.
book. Does anybody know anything about it?
You want me to read? You want me to do it,
It's
or
in a
you want Jen to do it?
Jen,
Jen?
take it.
Okay, so did anyone see Coyote Ugly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Long
What
time
are you talking
ago.
about? Come on.
I wanted to
bro.
be one of them. At freaking
I-
10, 11 years old, was like, I want to dance in the bar.
Right?
Yeah, we see
Great
it.
movie, but I got so excited when this comic appeared. I was like, but then he sold it for her, and I was like, what? He sold this book for the girl? Okay, I guess. Like, I
That's
think
what
that
you
was-
remember from Coyote Ugly. Okay.
Yeah, this book. This was awesome. I thought that was great. It was good that they like incorporated that into a movie. I was like, they need more of this. But yeah, this is. I'll never own this book. I do have the facsimile.
First appearance of Punisher, guys, if you're just watching.
Yeah.
And after Daredevil
Sorry.
ended, it kind of left on a cliffhanger here. So I think that's kind of what sparked this book appearing on the list.
Well, I still haven't seen Born Again. Have you seen it, Joe?
I still got 3 episodes to go. I kind of got like sidetracked or whatever, but I mean, from what I saw, I mean, it was okay. They had an episode in there that just really seemed kind of like
I haven't seen it yet.
that's the way they were going to make the series, but then they took a different direction. So, yeah, it is what it is. It's almost like the fans want like the Punisher to come out and stab somebody in the head like 20 times. Yeah, and they were like, yeah, that's what we want. Like I don't know. Like people are just, and then they don't want it when it happens, right? It's too violent.
Yeah. I haven't finished it either, Joe.
What's
For
up,
goodness
Alex?
sake. Yeah, Alex is in the chat. Yeah, Joe's too busy being an influencer nowadays to watch.
No way, man. No way. I'm not gonna change. If you guys need me, I'm here.
Oh, you're the best, Joe. We
Comic
miss
book
you.
women for life, bro.
Oh,
Oh,
we miss you,
Yeah.
Joe.
right?
So it seems like everybody's bracing themselves for the next season. We tracked 14 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 21% with a high sale of $3,000 if you have a 9.2. Yeah, and a raw near mint fair market value of $732.
And I
Yeah.
want to add to Jen that she said that they should do it more often to show comics on shows. On
Yeah.
Modern Family, they have another amazing Spider-Man. I can't remember which issue it is, but I know it's worth good
Wait.
money.
Really?
But Mitchell
On
owns
Modern
the comic book. Yeah, Mitchell owns the comic book, and he's trying to sell it, and he drops it on mud. And he's all like, no, because he wants to buy the house, I think, or something like that.
Oh, what's in that big book then?
Oh my god, I can't. Yes, it was a big book, but I can't remember which book it was. And I was like, I know that book. I know that book. But yes, it's cool when they show that stuff on, for us that we like this stuff. Like you kind of get that geeky moment. It's like
Yeah.
I know what that is. Yeah.
I remember my friends not understanding and being like, "What?" I'm like, "That was
Yes.
a big deal to this kid," and they're like,
Yeah.
All right, well, there you go. Number 19, The Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1, number 129, coming in at number 19. Let's see. Lucy, you're going to be up. Number 18,
Okay.
what do we got?
Okay, Daredevil 183 direct. Daredevil Born Again season 1 just ended. Reuniting Daredevil and Punisher. Well, what a spoiler. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're mug.
I'll be briefly. The stage is set for interactions in season 2, which how do you say that?
Perfect. Inevitably.
Inevitably gets collectors looking towards this book. It's the most iconic issue featuring the two, especially when the tempers are high within the TV show. It's a showdown for fans eager to get again, and then often pick up this book in spades whenever that tease or we get close to the real thing. We track 14 copies sold at 7-day growth trend of 177% with a high sale of 161 for CGC 9.8. A raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $29.
Yeah,
Yay.
worth it. $30, I'd pay it for a near mint.
This is a cool book that it shows you like in action. It's getting pew pew.
Yeah, it's the movement of it. It's this,
Yes.
yeah, the marrying of the two not the two characters, but the way that they move together, I think fits here.
I like it. What do you guys think? Anything else to add to this?
Well, he got shot because he was making fun of the white boots, and he's like, should make fun of another man's boots, those are white boots.
Yeah, that's so funny. You're so funny.
There's
Boots
Joe's
with the
input.
fur. Just
He's
kidding.
not wrong though. Like who
Is
owns
that a-
those? Go-go
Is that a
boots.
real spoiler?
Yeah,
Like, why are you wearing white boots, bro? Like that.
blood all over them, and it's impossible to
Right.
get out.
Please don't shoot. Holy shit! Why you got white boots?
Number 18, Daredevil 183. Lucy gave you the stats. Joe, I'm putting you on the spot. This next one's yours.
Okay.
You got to tell me why this is on the runners-up. I think it fits.
Mama. Looks like he's running away saying, "Mama, mama."
That's so funny.
Oh,
It's
wow.
Green Lantern 22. This is the Mark Spears 1 in 25. Why are people buying this?
It's obvious.
I think it's all a part. Everybody wants to get every single Mark Spears book. I mean, that's kind of what's going on. And I tell you, like these DC books are sneaky, like starting to disappear. Like I told Mark, out of all the books that were coming through, you know, everybody's a huge fan of monsters and everything. And I even told the other guys, I go, I haven't seen a Lobo come through here. The 1 in 50, we saw one, and that was a big book. So like these DC books, the Superman one, like they're starting to like disappear. And
The
so I
Lobo book
think
is one of his best, I would argue.
Mhm.
So much to
So
look at that book.
like this is another one that might be like people low print, you know. So that's what I'm thinking.
Well, his spawns too, right? Like I feel like
Mhm.
I remember seeing them and then just gone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this
So,
one isn't compared to the Lobo one for me though. Like if I had to pick between the two,
oh
you
yeah,
just
yeah.
like the one that you have more time.
It's completely different.
Is this a connecting?
That I don't know. I
I
just
don't think so.
just
That's
say
insane.
Green
Because it's
Lantern,
Green
Green Lantern in a monster truck is like
Yeah.
I don't know if that's been done before. You know.
And you know what I like? The first thing when I saw this, first thing it reminds me is chasing somebody bad, right? But then it reminds me of those. Every time I see something like this, like a truck, and it reminds me of that movie. Remember the evil trucks that they were like they came kind of to life and were like chasing people.
Is it Christine?
Maximum
No. There's another
Overdrive.
one.
Oh,
It was like really bad movie. It was like it was a bad movie, but it was a
You know,
horror movie.
and he's not. This isn't a monster book, but he makes you think it's a monster book because the license plate says Green Lantern Monster. So he's putting his little imprint in there, and that's probably why
Clever.
people where he's kind of, you know, intersecting the two properties there, kind of, if you will, you know, I guess.
I love
Yeah.
that. That's great.
Yeah, it's clever. That's a very interesting way to kind of, yeah, like what Joe's saying, kind of bringing in the monsters aspect. And it's like, oh, but this is a Green Lantern. And for it to be selling, I mean, it's almost that double ratio. Again, I love Mark. I don't think this is his strongest work, but I do see that appeal for his properties is still continuing. It's good. I haven't been reading this series though. Anybody reading Green Lantern right now? Anybody?
Nope.
Yeah. All right. Well, number 17, Green Lantern number 22, Mark Spears, 1 in 25, coming in at $40 for a raw. What do we have for 16? Back to Spears again.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take this one because I own this copy. I love this book. This is Return of the Living Dead number 1, Mark Spears. At this point, what is more synonymous with monsters than obviously Mark Spears? Honestly, the guy has found his niche and is crushing the genre. He's expanding into superhero territory, like we just said, but his beginnings are horror based. That's part of the reason why his name has popped up so frequently. The horror subset of this hobby has exploded in popularity over the past year, and so has Mark Spears. As new collectors discover his works, they're consistently backtracking to secure his previous works, inspiring new collectors and breathing the inspiration to go back issue hunting. Oh, the cycle continues. Also, if you don't know, there is going to be a Return of the Living Dead movie coming out, I believe, in Christmas of this year. So it's, I guess, a continuation of the last movie. So check that out, Christmas of this year. So we've tracked 13 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 7%, with a high sale of $67 for a CGC 9.8 raw and a current raw near mint fair market value of, and everyone should go get this, $6 if you can find it. $6. Amazing.
Isn't there something going on with this book that was brought up on one of the other shows? Like this is the one that kind of sparked the comp debate.
Like something along those lines. I remember someone mentioning on one of the shows about.
I feel like this is the book that he won't work with them again.
Yes.
Yes.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a little bit of a backstory here about like just like payment and comps. Because to be clear, I'm just gonna be completely transparent. Usually, let's just say you're working with a retailer. We don't typically offer comps unless that's agreed upon in our arrangement. So like if you go, oh, okay, like I want 1,000 for the art and 50 comps, then fine, we send you the 50 comps. Typically though, like with Image, the comps are sent to the creators by the publisher. We don't usually play a huge role when it comes to comps. So when I found out that Mark wasn't getting any, which I didn't know, that's when Anthony and I were like, oh shit, let's get him a box. Like it's his stuff. And we shipped it to him. But from what I understand with this one, I don't even know if he owns a copy of this book, which I think every artist should have at least the opportunity to secure 1 or 2 copies of their own cover.
Yeah.
With the publisher.
If he doesn't, I have a copy. I have 2 copies. I'll give him one.
Yeah, I can
you're
ask
absolutely
him.
right. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. They
I
don't have
can't.
any comps.
If anybody should know, I should know, right? I don't even remember. I know there was something, but
There was something with this book. I feel like that's where it would really spark the debate. However, it's like live and learn. So when you're doing a cover, if you're an artist, just say, I want 10 comps of this book.
Why can't that just be a part of the deal? Like if you're like, just make that a part of the deal. Just give them a few copies.
I mean, you can either with the retailer or with the publisher. If you're just doing a regular cover A, that's with the publisher. If you're doing an exclusive, then just tell the retailer, can you send me 20 of these or whatever. Most retailers will be like, sure. Like we've never told anybody no if they wanted comps. So.
I have something to share.
Oh, do you want to talk? Hold on. Joe's on.
So, what's up, Joe?
what's up, handsome? What's going
Two
on?
guys on Comic Book Women tonight.
I'm good. So I just want to say, guys, in the comic book world, especially owning a retail location, good help is really, really hard to find. Okay,
That's true.
So I got a notification from my security alarm at my shop. Okay, so that there's movement. So I go to look around, and it's just my employee leaving late. So Leon stayed late to do a show. But I rewound back a little bit, and I catch our daughter saying this.
Dad, just don't tell my dad I left 14 minutes early. How did they all?
Don't tell my dad I left early. And I got her on camera saying it. So my own kid is dipping out early and billing us full time.
Not Ellie.
It's 14 minutes. Ask her if she had her second break.
You right? No.
Joe's trying to cover for her.
She already got in.
Joe's trying to have LA's back.
She was already 10 minutes. Listen.
Oh, yeah. Just don't tell my dad I left 14 minutes early.
Wow.
That's how it starts. You better nip it on the butt. You better nip it on the butt because that's how it starts.
We had to write her up.
I'll tell you for experience, okay?
Get HR involved.
Dang. You got the cops over here, bro. Damn,
Joe's
poor
trying to
kids.
cover. Maybe she
Poor
can do something
kids. The Bird City Police in full effect over here, bro.
Our shop is like, we have cameras everywhere. You can't walk into our shop without having like an ankle on it. So. Anyways, number 16, Return of the Living Dead #1, Mark Spears, regular, going only for $6, which seems like what Sarah was saying, really reasonable if you can track one down. Yeah, and take care of your artists. That's the moral of this story. 15, what do we got? Oh God, this book again.
What?
Jen can talk about this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna read what Covrprice wrote. This list wouldn't be this list without a Spawn appearance. His creator, Todd McFarlane, has been in the headlines recently due to a licensing scenario with his action figures line. Yeah, that was crazy that all those Supergirls got stolen. Anyway, inevitably, the conversation shifts towards Spawn and the ongoing titles, and of course, the long-awaited reboot. I don't think we're going to get that. I think I'm tired of waiting. Right, because it's how many years? How many people have been attached? To see they even were going to do that Sam and the Twitch TV show with Jeremy Renner, and then that got like pushed, and then we were going to get the voice of Spawn was going to be what's that actor's name?
Huh? What? Actor's name?
The actor's name who was going to be Spawn, but not only be the voice. They wouldn't show him.
Ooh, Jamie Foxx?
Yes. Good job.
Jamie Foxx was going to be Spawn.
But his voice only. Like, he wasn't going to be in the costume or anything. It was just going to be his voice. And he'd be in the shadows.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah. I mean,
that was supposed to happen like 5 years ago.
I know.
You know?
So I'm losing hope on the thing. Anyway, so no new news to report here. But once again, the debut issue, Spawn is cementing itself as the aftermarket king. They track 28 copies sold. It's 7-day growth of 68%. High sale of $113 for CGC 9.8, and current near mint fair market value of $29.
Yeah, I
We don't
mean,
have
like
to
you
steal
said,
grade.
it's not cover price without this book. Sarah, anything to add?
Yes. So I have some breaking news.
Breaking.
Breaking news here. So I actually now own a copy of Spawn #1.
All right.
Joe, we give her shit every week because she never owns this book. This is like a thing. Yay!
And who I got this from is our favorite wrench, Rudy. He was kind
Aw.
enough. He was sick of me saying that I kind of sort of own a copy through my brother. So he got me this and some other great 90s books. I will post it on my Instagram later. But I just want to say thank you, Rudy. You were so kind. And again, this community is awesome. And I love this. And I will treasure it. So thank you, Rudy. So now I do own a copy.
Well, damn, there goes like half of our dialogue.
Right.
She hasn't had it for weeks. We'd be like, oh, who doesn't own this book? Sarah. Like, now she owns it.
Now I own it.
Yeah. All right. It's fine. Well, that's very nice. Thank you, Rudy. That's very cool. Number 15, we have Spawn #1, Todd McFarlane Direct. This one we haven't seen in a hot minute, so it's kind of cool to see this one back.
Back. Okay, my turn. So, Century #1, Jay Lee, regular cover. Last week, early reviews for Thunderbolts started to hit the internet. They were overwhelmingly positive. That got even more fans interested in the big, bad, upcoming film, The Sentry, or better yet, The Void. One of the Marvel's most powerful heroes, and likely the least well-known of that small group. Fans were curious about the first appearance of the Sentry in this book. Then the trailer and the TV spots began to hit, and interest started to pick up steam. Thunderbolts released this week. Wow, already? Phew.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Released this week. It will be interesting to see if the momentum continues. We track 15 copies sold, a 7-day growth trend of 7%, with a high sale of $299 for a CGC 9.8 raw copy, and a current raw near-mint fair market value of $99. Wow.
The reviews are amazing. Everybody's saying it's like one of the top Marvel movies ever.
Do you guys want to know the spoilers?
Yes.
Have you seen it already?
Wait, how would you know
You see
spoilers, Joe?
Did you see it? Did you see it already?
Maybe.
How?
I
Do you know Florence Pugh? You guys are just
influencer.
She knows people. Remember,
I have some friends.
I want spoilers.
No spoilers.
Oh, okay.
Thursday.
All right, do you want-
Thursday.
do you want
you
me
can
to
call
spoil
Laura
it?
and tell her.
Yeah, I
I'll
love
tell you the
spoilers.
after credit scenes. You guys want to know that?
Is there one or two? There's two. Is there one at
There's
the
a
very?
mid credit and after credit.
Okay, that's good to know.
Damn, you really are an influencer.
No, no, I'm not.
No. Joe's a dirty influencer. He got into
I'm
the
not.
movie early.
Hey, but did you know? Like, I cannot believe you still have some Pecos Bill books still available. Your birdcity.com.
Oh, do I? Is that a spoiler?
Dude,
Ooh.
that like he was signing that book in pink, bro.
All right. I should put the link. Shit. Okay, continue, you guys. We still have them on our site? I don't even know.
Are you serious? Come on.
I don't even
They're
know.
only dude, they're only $50, dude. Like, bro. It's
Yeah,
like,
you know, I've been busy, Joe. I'm teaching Pilates now, so
Wait, you are?
what?
I am.
You
I
have like
forgot to
3
tell you.
jobs. 4 jobs?
Yeah.
3 jobs.
So now I'm working for Bird City. I'm working for Covrprice. I'm doing my regular job for my parents, accounting, aka, and now I'm a Pilates instructor.
Wow.
Bro,
What
you
did
got
you
too
say? I
much.
wanna hear
When,
you. What
when
did
do you
you say?
sleep, girl? Damn.
Right.
I
What
told
do you
Jen
say?
I sleep maybe 4 to 5 hours a night.
Right, sleep with
maybe.
your eyes open.
I
There's
want to
actually
hear what you
another
say.
thing-
Give me one thing that you say in the Pilates class.
Okay, so if you're planking, for example, do you guys know what planking is?
Yes.
Of course,
Mhm.
yeah.
So if you're planking and you have your arms, you want your hands directly below your shoulders, but you want to pull up in your shoulder blades. So lift, almost like somebody's pulling a string out of your shoulder blades. Otherwise, you'll mess up your shoulders.
Like you're a cat?
Yeah, kind of, but only in your shoulder. You want to feel like a board when you're
Pilates.
planking. Yeah, it's kind of cool, right?
Right,
Anyway.
go in there and crawl.
Joe, I would put you in the straps and I would make you do all kinds of stretching. You'd have fun.
That sounds really not.
Put me in a
Oh wait, that's not what I meant. Okay, I didn't mean
That
straps.
isn't-
No, I meant like the foot straps. You
A
sicko.
Pilates
The
instructor.
Pilates, I would put him on the reformer and have his feet in the straps.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, never mind.
Ma'am.
I'll have you screaming "mama" by the end of the day. Kidding. Anyway, Century.
I'll just
I
play.
did not know this was Jay Lee. Like, if you didn't tell me this was Jay Lee, I wouldn't have known it was Jay Lee. And I
was
love.
going to say that.
Kind of like
Yes.
in the face, so you can't, right? In the face.
But yes, Jen, I was gonna say that. Like you wouldn't tell, like, but if you see the face, then you like, oh, in the outline of it, the way, like, kind of like the color in the outline, that you could tell, like, oh, that's Jay Lee. But you really have to pay attention to know that that's, you know.
Yeah, he's usually
Yeah.
profiles, right?
Mhm.
You don't get a lot of like straight on Jay Lee.
Real quick, I didn't say it out loud, but Liger, that's what I thought in my head.
Dominatrix.
Well, I didn't want to say that. Yeah.
There's foot straps in Pilates. You crazy.
Hey, what's up, Tony?
What's up? Good to see you. We haven't seen you in a little bit. We got our honorary comic woman back with us tonight. So Joe's hanging out. That was number 14.
The ban has been lifted.
Oh my god. There was no ban. Okay, next up.
We had to get YouTube's permission for me to get back on here, bro.
I'm sorry. Weren't you supposed to be here last week?
I know, dude. I fell asleep. I couldn't believe it. I
He
looked at my phone and
ghosted
Laura's
us.
just going off.
I
You
did.
know?
I was like, fucking
So
Joe.
I
where are you?
apologize, ladies. I wanted to be on last week for sure.
No, you're fine. We love
It's
having
like
you
we're
on.
used to it being ghosted. Don't worry.
What? I'm available. Like, you guys need me, I'm there.
All right, Joe, I need you to tell me
Except
why
for last
Hellverine.
Tuesday. Huh?
Why is Hellverine on the list? This is, from what I understand, it's a really good read. I've not read it because I thought the title sounded kind of corny, so I wasn't really into the Hellverizing of characters. But from what I understand, this is really,
Well,
really
it's the
good.
first Hell Hulk. The first Hell Hulk, and the
That's
way it's drawn is pretty cool. So it's kind of gives you a different kind of character. You know, shit, they mashed up so many characters. Next thing you're gonna have the Jeff the Land Shark as the devil. You know, it's like
I'm telling you, these
Devil
these
shark.
characters, it's like being venomized. Being Hellverized is like the new thing.
yeah, Hellverized. Okay,
For real, yeah. So
what do you say? Oh, I'm just reading the chat. These guys.
have any of you guys read this? Because like Lando was telling me, he's like, Laura, like honestly, it's a good read. So I'm thinking about it.
No.
Maybe when it comes out in trade.
Perhaps, yeah, because we're already 5 issues in. But yeah, this hype is legit, and people are. This book was on the top 10, I believe, the week before last week. But all right, D Cravens 3 read it. Lando read it, said the writing's really, really good. Because I couldn't understand how Hulk would be in hell. Like, how does that tie together?
What was that carrying over from the
He
Immortal?
punched really hard through the floor till he got to
Hell.
hell. No? I don't know. That's an idea.
Yeah. I think it's probably a little bit more.
They're not gonna go to hell.
Go to hell, yeah. It's a different Hulk. Okay. So it's an alternative. Yeah, I haven't read it. So number 13, we tracked 15 copies sold, 7-day growth trend of 19% with a high sale of $30 for a near mint copy. So definitely this Hellverine trend is holding. That's number 13. Last but not least on tonight's runners up. number 12. Anybody? Any takers?
Wait, how do you know what photos are from set are real and which ones are AI generated?
I don't know. AI is so good nowadays. I can't tell the difference. Like, I don't even know if Joe's real right now. That could just be like an AI.
I am.
That was perfect.
Yes, you did, Tony. Yes, remember Immortal Hulk? It went to hell. I remember. Yeah.
Because there's a whole
Anybody?
like green door, red door thing. Anyway, sorry.
The first appearance of Lobo,
But why is it hot right now? Anybody know?
because Jason Momoa is playing Lobo, and there's been some, I think, set photos leaked of Momoa.
But it's not confirmed yet, though. Like, nobody said.
I thought it was
for
confirmed.
sure. No, it wasn't.
Well, no, it's confirmed.
Yeah,
that
it was.
He's Lobo.
No, it
It's
wasn't.
confirmed. Yes, because he posted it. Didn't he post like a picture with the script and all that? Like,
It's confirmed that he's Lobo, but the
Yeah, he's
picture-
supposed to come out in Supergirl, the
Damn
Supergirl
it, I
movie.
don't like being wrong. That feels really foreign.
the set
Mhm.
pictures.
No, it's
are-
not. You're not wrong. You just there's a lot
No,
of
I didn't think it was
misleading
confirmed.
information
I thought it
out
was
there. Yeah,
still speculating.
Oh no, yeah,
Okay.
Lobo's confirmed.
yeah,
But the
he's coming out
photos
in that Supergirl movie is going to be huge. It's
Mhm.
I think so
going
too.
to be huge.
I think
Yeah.
maybe better than Superman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Any reason why?
There's a lot of fans of Lobo, and then nobody's really done a good Supergirl movie, and they're speculating James Gunn at the helm, and just the way he's able to create the madness, and you know, it's going to be fun. That
I mean,
for sure.
It's gonna be set in space, right? It's not gonna be set on Earth because she's like traveling through space for something.
How do you know that?
Is that what it is?
Well, because they were teasing that it's the Woman of Tomorrow
Mm,
book,
Oh.
Supergirl. Okay.
and then that's how you get Lobo running into Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, again, grain of salt.
Yeah.
So
We'll
So
see.
why isn't the Woman of Tomorrow that the book with Supergirl? Why isn't that on here?
It should be like that's a book that you want to pick up if you can find it.
Is that Amanda Connor on that book?
I think so.
but don't the people? I mean, like Lobo, it's more like interesting. I don't know than Supergirl. Like people will want more. I don't know. I feel like Lobo makes more noise in the aftermarket, like just the character, than compared to Supergirl. I don't know. That's just me. That's what
I think it's Jason Momoa. I think that's just, everyone loves him. He's, we've given him much love on our channel. So I think everybody else is feeling was it what we call them? His Lobos?
Yeah, we're feeling them. Yeah.
Thank you, Adam. Have a great night.
Anyway, yeah, I think maybe that's part of it. So number 12, this is the last book of the night. The Omega Men number 3. We have 25 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 23%. A 9.8 is going for $405 and a raw near mint fair market value $371 for this book. That's
Nice.
crazy. If you go back 5 years, you could buy this thing for like $20. It's insane how much this has grown. So well done for that. Let's keep going. So guys, if you're new to the show, we normally cover what we think will be on the top 10 next week. Since it's free comic book day, we're doing things a little bit differently. Shit, I forgot about this slide.
Yep.
Whoops, Daisy. There's this slide first.
Yep.
Our picks for next week. Ooh. Oh, Joe, this will be fun. Joe, who picked what book?
Who picked what book?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say The Slasher's Apprentice was Lucy. No, really?
You don't know us anymore. You've been gone too long. Although that actually was a really good guess. That's what I would. That's what I would say.
Was it Jen?
No,
Really?
really.
You guys have changed. I haven't been gone that long. I would say Captain Planet. Sarah?
Nope.
Damn. Laura, Captain Planet.
Wait. Did someone get it? No, wait.
I don't care about the chat. Let's put Joe on the spot.
Okay, sorry.
Let's make Joe keep squirming.
Godzilla Jen?
Yes, there you go. Ding, 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 ding. Okay.
Okay, the Slasher's Apprentice, Sarah.
What? There's only one option left now, Joe.
Oh, Laura.
Yes.
Laura, Bird City, Slashers.
Yes.
Okay.
I was Slash's apprentice.
Who did Captain Planet? You did? Okay. I got Mark to smear it. The signature, Mark smears. I got him to smear the Captain Planet. Pretty cool.
That's really well done too. The Captain Planet. I really liked it. Sarah, why did you pick this?
So this is Something is Killing the Children. This is number 41. This is a 1 in 10. This is Anita Shitri, if I'm saying it right. Please don't kill me. But I just thought it was really cool. I liked the glowing eyes, the slashing of blood. This was really hard this week. There was a lot of great covers. I had this and a Spiderman cover, and
I fell off this series though. What's happening right now?
I fell off the series too, but what I read was basically this issue, they're getting more deeper into Erica's past.
Okay. Solid pick. I like it.
Yeah.
The Slasher's Apprentice. I chose this because I had the privilege of getting the PDF ahead of time, so I was able to read this issue, and it's amazing. The premise is you have this girl, right? And I don't want to spoil too much. At the very beginning of the issue, something happens, something pretty big. But see that lion in the reflection? There's a serial killer that goes around wearing this vintage Halloween mask as a lion, and he's killing people, and it is graphic. There's a couple scenes I'm like, oh my gosh, these panels are insane. So at the very end, she follows him because she's been kind of tracking his movements, and she asks if he'll teach her how to be the next serial killer because nobody's been able to catch him. So that's the whole premise. And I was like, dude, that's so cool. That's why it's called The Slasher's Apprentice. She's studying him, and at the very end, so at the very last panel, like you see her like going, will you take me as your apprentice? And it's like he hasn't answered yet, or she. We don't know what it is yet. But the lion person hasn't answered.
I will want this. Can Bird City Comics order you this?
Teach me.
Yeah, we can. We actually did a cover for this. I don't know if we're gonna launch it though. We'll see. There's just complications with some of the logistics behind it, but we had a really, really good cover for this book, and that's why I read it because I was like, oh my god, this book's so cool. And yeah, if you're into horror, like I'm talking really, really graphic horror, this would be a book for you.
Didn't Matt Cave do Nottingham?
He did. Yeah, they did.
Wow. Okay, Jen.
So this is Godzilla versus America, Los Angeles. This is the 125 black and white by Gabrielle Hardman. I just have been really enjoying. I really like the Chicago one, and I look forward to reading this one. But I really like this black and white. So I think where he's standing is the observatory, because you can see from the observatory the Hollywood sign. So I was like,
oh, I didn't even see it until you said something just now. The Hollywood sign. Okay.
Oh, in the front,
in the foreground. Yeah, I didn't even notice. Okay.
So I'm excited to read it because I don't know. A little part of me, remember when Independence Day first premiered and everyone was like cheering when the cities got destroyed? I don't know. I just kind of feel like, yeah, Los Angeles is gone.
Oh, it's gone. Yay. All right. Last but not least, Lucy, why'd you pick Spears?
Okay, well, first, before I realized it was Spears, like the first thing it caught me, it's just like it was like the green. And it was so like the way it's drawn, like it was just so perfect. Like the way the face looks like, it looks like if it's a picture. And then I'm like, the Mark Spears, right? Like once I read, I was like, it makes sense. Like the colors and everything. I don't know if they do like a CGI type of Captain Planet, like I will expect it to look like this. I remember watching the cartoon as a kid, and then I feel like this is the most realistic like that I feel like he will look like. And I don't know, I just love the cover of this. I like the sky in the back. Like you can see like the the line of like a planets behind him. I just love this, and it's this one. It's a limited virgin variant of this. So this one just caught my eye. Like, I did see some of the horror ones, but I don't know if this one just caught me. Love the color.
Yeah, green and
Yes,
blue
thanks.
seem to be his MO, right? Like that's his stuff.
Mhm.
All right, Joe, you got to pick one.
Oh, I gotta pick one. Well,
Yeah.
I'm going with Mr. Spears.
Ah, damn, that's too easy. Yeah,
He's my new best friend.
I agree. I think that if we were to see any of these in the top 10 next week, it would be the Spears. If I had to pick one. All right. Now, moving on. Free Comic Book Day. Speaking of Spears and all kinds of other stuff, Joe, who picked what?
Oh, I don't think Britt did a second slide.
I'm just curious if he knows.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He's like, I'm never.
The Phantom has to be Jen.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
a good one.
so I get that out of the way. Mark Spears monsters would be Laura. No, Sarah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, Fantastic for Laura.
Yes.
Okay, and then that leaves the last one for Lucy, right?
75%. We'll give you a solid
Yes.
C. You passed the
I knew the
class.
Phantom.
Well done.
You know.
That was good. That was good.
Mm.
Yeah, the Phantom, I almost picked it, Jen. I'm a little bit jealous that you did because I think that's so cool. I have so many like Silver Age Phantoms. Oh,
Oh,
Hey, Billy Zane was there at the con.
Oh, he
and-
was. That's
Yeah,
cool.
and
Who was his
he
Wiley?
wasn't
Right.
that nice to was it Drew?
He wasn't nice.
Nah, he wasn't like they were getting in the elevator and they're all, you can come on, and he's like, no. Or it might have been the other way around. I can't remember. I'll find out.
you can give us the achievement correctly. That's so funny.
I met the Black Power Ranger. What's his name? I got
Which
a picture with him.
I know.
Oh,
I
cool.
don't know his real name. Walter. Something?
Yeah. I met him. He was in the elevator with me and John from Heroes Reborn, and I go, "You're somebody. Who are you, bro?" Until I got right in. Who are you, bro?
And then
Oh,
he did the whole like Power Ranger move where he's like, "Psh, psh."
Yeah, he was all like, he was cool as shit, you know. So,
That's nice.
and then John goes, "Get in there with him, Hood," and I was like, "Okay, number one."
Okay.
I'm drinking Trulies. Does that even count? I don't even think that counts.
Yes, girl. I get like buzzed with one.
Trulies?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Mm.
I get. I don't drink that much. Like I was drinking tonight though.
Oh,
You have.
wow.
Yeah. Oh, I needed it. But yeah, mine's Find Your New Fear. It's for Free Comic Book Day. It's like a preview of 4 comic books. You have Beneath the Trees, 30 Days a Night, Tuatha. I can't pronounce that. And Blood something. Can't read it. But anyways, there's like a preview for 4 comic books, and you can read a little bit of each one. And I don't know. I love this. I like when it's like 4 comics in one to kind of give you a preview of whatever's coming to make sure
Yeah, I
that
like
you
that
order
too.
it like, pre-order. And I don't know, I like this cover, like the 4 covers in one. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, that was my pick. That Jen helped me pick.
Yeah, she did. She was like, any of these. All right, very nice. I like the art on this one, Lucy. I think the cover, it sells itself. Speaking of
Mhm.
which, Sarah, why monsters?
Huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, obviously Mark Spears. I love the cover. It reminds me kind of like a old like video cassette. I got to read a little bit of I think the first couple pages, and I've never seen the interior. I've always seen obviously the covers, and it just looks creepy gorgeous. I can't wait to pick it up and read it. So I'm really excited for this book.
His art's like being in a memory. It's like you remember when you were a kid and you were scared of something, and this is kind of what you envisioned as a kid.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's teaching.
Yeah, I like the "Be kind, please rewind" sticker. I don't know if my kids would even know what that meant if I told them that.
Oh.
Make you feel old. We all feel old
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm
Have
just
you
going to
showed
tell
them
you. I'm just going to tell you. I was one of those people that never rewound the.
now. They charge you like $1.
I know, and you know, it was just something I needed to do.
You just
I'm not gonna
rebelled against
rewind this.
Man.
No, I think my policy was if it was a good movie, I rewound it. If I didn't like the movie, you
I'd be like, F
rewind it.
this.
That was my protest.
brave,
So funny.
very brave. Yeah. Next up, Jen.
So I'm so excited to read this. I'm so happy that they're gonna do, because I know that they're doing the Defenders of Earth, but it's been, I think the last time there was a solo Phantom was Dynamite's last Phantom, without the Alex Ross covers. So I'm so excited for this. This cover is by Greg Smallwood, I think, but I'm super excited, and it's Mad Cave, so I mean they do a really good job with action, and it's rated teen, just in case anyone's like, "Oh, it's my little kids."
Good cover. It's so good. Like, wouldn't you be sold if you're walking through the shop and you see that? I'd be like, I want that.
One of my coworkers was like, "Do you see Henry Cavill's chin?" And I was like, "What?" And then I looked and I was like, "Oh no!" And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Now I can't unsee it."
Is that a bad thing? Anything with Henry Cavill, if you can't unsee it, that's okay.
Right?
Phantom 2040 was a great animated series, and it's free, I think, on Tubi or one of those free streaming places. Sorry, Lord of Brooklyn mentioned Phantom 2040.
Oh, Lord of Brooklyn, welcome in. Yes.
He's in here. You've been ignoring him.
I would never ignore Lord of Brooklyn. Anyway, okay, last up, Fantastic Four. This looks good because I'm like so excited about the movie. That's one of my big reasons why I picked this. But hold on, I forget why there's some first appearance in this. Give me a second.
Oh, is it?
Of Deverine, and Wolverpool.
Huh.
Wait, quick. Hold on. Just do you know what? Just they have to be able to hear you. Come here. Do you know what "Be kind, please rewind" means? Is it some hippie crap? No. If I said, Ellie, "Be kind, please rewind," what does that mean? She has no clue. No clue.
That's not fair
No.
because she didn't have VHSs.
Well, when you leave 15 minutes early, you know, all the time. You're like,
Did Dad tell you? Dad played the recording in front of the entire show.
We all heard it.
Yeah, we all know.
shame. Everybody knows your name.
That's what I thought at first. I was all like, "Oh."
Do you know what a VHS is? What is it? She's watching Stranger Things.
Oh no.
So when "Be kind, rewind" after you watched a movie,
And you can't hold moral high ground when you didn't know how to turn on your ringer.
that's complicated. This film makes no sense. Okay,
Lit.
enough of the
Lit.
teenager. Love you. She's 17 and feisty.
Yeah, I need you to work my presentation with them.
You can't ask for a favor after that. Anyways, there was Ellie. She had no idea what we were talking about. No clue.
Well,
She thought it
she's,
was weird puppy shit.
is she 17 or 18?
17. Laugh all you want, Lucy. Wait until Mariah is 17. You're gonna be like, oh my
She's gonna be
Yeah.
like, what are DVDs?
Lennox is 15 now.
That's crazy. I can't believe they're that old.
Hmm.
god. Anyways. All right.
Oh, I'm also. Oh,
yeah.
that's sorry. Real quick, the All In DC one. I'm also excited for.
I am gonna dock her paycheck. Next up, so Joe, if you ever watch, we always do the pre-releases on what we think, and you can participate in this part.
Well,
What
wait.
we think might make the top 10 next week. What?
Yeah, because this isn't okay. So these 6 are. If you go to Covrprice, you can go into filter, and you can before even it comes out tomorrow. There's a lot of pre-sales that have already dropped on eBay and gone through. So these 6 are the 6 books for the tomorrow that are the highest priced currently for pre-sales. So we don't pick these. These are just the top 6. And then then what Laura said. We try to figure out
Okay.
what title will make it on the top.
I think the Pinocchio Apocalypse. I can't pronounce it.
Oh,
Pin-up-ocalypse.
Perfect, Lucy.
Pin-up-ocalypse.
How did you say it, Lucy?
Say it again. That was so weird.
Pinochu.
Pinocchio Apocalypse. I don't know.
I was gonna say something bad.
I can't pronounce it. Pinocchio Apocalypse.
Okay, I'll behave.
That's all I hear.
I'll behave.
Pin-up-apocalypse. Pin-up-apocalypse.
Is it Pin-up-apocalypse?
Pin-up-apocalypse.
No.
Yes.
Apocalypse. I can't.
I like
We'll go
it
with
better.
Lucy's. Hers next. That's Lucy's pick. Why, Lucy?
It's just it's so sexy. Like I love it. It's so like it looks like vintage. Like the pinup, it looks beautiful. I don't know. I really like it.
it. Side by side, which I don't think we've ever seen before on a cover. Well, maybe.
I'm going with Lucy. I'm going with Lucy because I believe this is the Bound homage. If you remember that movie.
Oh yeah, I remember Bound.
I don't remember Bound.
It's Jennifer Tilly and Gina Gershon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so 2 for Sveta. Joe, what would you pick?
You see what Rudy put?
But I'm going to that's a tongue twister in Spanish. It's parangutirimicuaro.
That was good. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Para chupacabra.
Oh my gosh. I said
Joe,
it already.
what's your pick?
Parangutirimicuaro.
Well, I kind of like the J. Scott Campbell, like the Savage Rogue, so yeah.
I just feel
But
like
I don't like the price. Huh?
I feel like we've seen it before. We've seen this
but
book before.
I mean, the Sveta, is that how you say her name? Sveta.
Sveta Shabina.
Sveta.
Sveta.
¿Qué pasó, Sveta?
It sounded like something else. I'm not
Miss
gonna say it.
Shabina. Miss Shabina.
Sveta Shabina.
Yeah, I think it's cool. This reminds me of the cover that you guys did, Bird City did with the cigarette and the
Yes.
the artist.
Dude, do you
Smoking.
remember
Yes.
that? That was Carla Cohen. That was
Oh,
so
yeah,
long
that's one of my
ago.
favorite covers.
Yeah, nobody understands what that was an homage to. Do you know?
That
Thank you.
was, oh my god.
So she's smoking her cigarette, and she lets the smoke come out of her mouth very slowly.
I know.
I know.
Sarah knows.
I forgot.
Anybody?
I know.
Sarah, go ahead.
It's Sharon Stone. It's that movie.
No,
Is it Fight Club?
It wasn't.
Club?
It wasn't
it's
basic.
Fight Club. No, it was
Fight
Fight Club, where she's sitting at the back and she's like,
Mhm.
I
it
knew
was
it.
Fight Club. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was Carla Cohen.
It's. I think I ordered like 2 or 3 of those, and they're just like I put them up. I can't find
I'm
them.
surprised you remember those. We don't even own those anymore. I don't know where they. I don't have one of them.
I think I
Really?
might have one.
I'll buy it off of you. That's a
I have
real.
to
It's one
check.
of her.
Hey, don't sell it.
Tell it, Lizzie. I'll buy it from you. Wait. So Joe, what did you pick? Oh, so you picked J. Scott Campbell.
No, well, yeah. I'm not gonna go back. Yeah, that's my point.
After I made him feel bad.
It's a baby.
I was like, what was that noise? It was a Mariah. I'm gonna go with Sveta on this one. I think the 1 in 25 already performing at over 5 times ratio. Ugh. Holy hell.
Wait, how do you say the name?
Sveta
Sveta.
Shubinka. She's from the Ukraine.
Oh.
Da,
So-
da.
She had that really cool cover. I think that detective something or other. That was on FOC. Was that her
No.
also? With the yellow in the background.
Oh, you're right. With like she's facing backwards. Yeah, that one's badass, and it's a ghost already. She has a very, very distinct style, like very pinup, really sharp edges. Yeah, we have another. Our last book with her is actually coming out tomorrow. So her last two is sold out too.
Still chilling, yeah. Detective Kaiju.
Kaiju, yeah, it's really good.
Hey, thank you for the shirt, Laura.
Yeah, you're not wearing it though. Sarah is.
I just got out of work a little while ago.
I'm just busting your balls, Joe. No, you're fine.
Hey, I'm Bird City to the core, partner.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I was like, oh man, I haven't heard from Joe in forever.
And Anthony gave me my first interview about comic pressing, so that's always.
Did he
gonna
really?
be-
I don't even.
I remember watching that. Yes.
Absolutely.
I always tell anybody if they're ever in our chat, whatever show I'm on, if they're like, oh, I need a presser, I'm like, hit up Red Hood.
Mhm.
I used to fight with people in the chat for you, girl.
Why?
Remember when they would get mad that you guys would sell out? I would have to go and do.
Oh,
I would have to go and take care of business, part. I'd
You're-
have
you're
to shush
loyal.
them away.
yeah. Nowadays, if we have a book that I think's gonna sell out, I just turn off all comments on that post, and people get so mad. They'll go back and like find a different post and be like, "Why'd you turn off comments on this post?" I'm like,
This is why.
"Here's why, because you harass us for hours on end afterwards."
Just
Jen,
turn comments all completely.
on every post we've ever done, all comments are off.
You should just reverse it. Don't buy this book, okay? Don't freaking buy it.
And if you don't get
And
it,
if
you
they
can't
buy it,
get
it's like, I told you I didn't buy it. And if they
To
sold
buy
out,
it.
I said I didn't buy it.
This book is gonna sell out, so don't fucking buy it.
I'm gonna go with that approach on the next one because tomorrow's again we're gonna show the image tomorrow.
It's gonna sell out even faster.
Yeah, it's a good one. She saved the best for last when it came to those. So, yeah, Jen. Sorry, Jen. What's your pick?
I'm probably gonna do the
Apocalypse.
But I really do like-
hippopotamus.
I really do like the Godzilla one because I like how they in the background it's a map of LA. I just like the detail. I'm like, oh, that's a really cool detail. And then I like that rendition of Godzilla.
Yeah, Jen, I was between those two. I think those are the only two that I feel they're more worth the top 10
Or 20.
or 20. You're nicer. Yes.
The Jay Lee's coming in at under ratio, right? Or am my eyes bad?
I think
The
it's
175?
isn't it ratio, right? Or no?
1 in 75. It looks like it says 59.99.
It's one of 75 and it's at 59.99.
Yeah, so under ratio. Which is interesting. Lost Fantasy, though, I haven't heard anything about that title.
Well, a lot of them came damaged. Like I want to say that there's like 11 or 22 of them where we had to damage out.
Did you say 11 or 22?
Yeah, I can't remember the number. I just remember it wasn't like 1 or 2. It was
11 or 22.
Yeah.
Love you, Jen. All right. Those are our predictions for next week. That is it for us tonight, guys. Hopefully you had fun because we never get Joe here. So that was a nice little treat for us. Joe, was there any drama? Any drama?
Any drama?
Hmm.
There? Not really. I mean,
You didn't fight anybody?
nah. Everybody was super nice. I go, man, what's going on here, man? Like, I
You
did.
like Huntsville.
The La Quinta that I was staying in, it smelled like ass. Like it just. And the guy in the front desk, I told, I wanted to tell him, hey, can you come take a shit in my room so it can smell better, So
Okay.
hashtag La Quinta.
You see it on La Quinta, it's gonna La Stinka.
Yeah, Lastinka. Oh, that's good, Laura.
Thank you. But
Hey,
Nice.
you know there's a city here named La Quinta, which is like the nicer area, like the more rich area. That's funny. Now I'm gonna
Lastinka.
say that, Laura.
Lastinka. What is Mr. Steal Your Girl there? What does that mean?
Is that that one artist that has a rainbow signature?
Clayton Crane. Clayton
Yeah.
Crane.
Oh, was he there?
I don't think so.
What con did you go to?
I saw William Shatner.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah,
What
I
con
saw
did you
him.
go to?
What's that?
What con did you go to?
The Huntsville, Alabama Comic Con
Oh, okay.
at the Von Braun Center. The Von Braun.
Wow.
But it was huge. I was shocked how big it like. So we went to take a break, and me and Leg are walking through where the actors are lined up, and Leg hits me because, bro, that's William Shatner right there. And I look, I go, I know. And he was just sitting by himself, and I was
Did
just
you
like,
say hi?
hell
Right.
no, man. I think we were starstruck, man. This is Captain Kirk, bro.
I would have said hi. I'd be like, hello, William.
He
How's
would
it
have probably
going?"
said, fuck off.
Like,
Just
fine,
like,
that's fine.
good
My mom's
afternoon.
perfect.
Just like, good afternoon, sir. Oh, hello, sir. Hello. Just like that.
You're all live long and
Just
prosper.
like that.
You were saying that you've never seen like the celebrity side of like a con. Was there anything like weird? Did anybody was like sign my tits? Nothing like that.
No.
Nothing.
Like,
Sign
so
my baby.
I mean, you gotta remember that like it started off at a weird time. Like they had the VIPs come in at like 2 p.m. and the con started at 3, and it went on till I think 8 o'clock.
Oh wow.
And so it was just like all these monster books, and Mark just signing like, and man, he was just going off of adrenaline, man. He was just signing, and a lot of people showed
With
him a
his
lot of
family
love.
watching.
Oh yeah, everybody was helping, and he had people from his Discord. A lot of people showed to give support, and I was just kicking, enjoying it for him, because when you hear his story, of what it took to get where he's at, he's always been a good artist. He just needed a shot,
Didn't Massive pass on him?
like everybody passed on him.
Yeah, on that monster book. Yeah.
I feel like
Everybody.
Massive was like, no, we're not interested in monsters. So then he went to Keen Spot.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Like
Whoever
Image,
wasn't Massive
Marvel.
that missed that. Oh my
He said somebody from Marvel told him he wasn't really that good. Like,
Oh well.
Mhm.
Oh well, Marvel, your loss.
mhm.
Well, has he done any Marvel books yet?
He will.
He's done DC, but he hasn't done Marvel yet.
So
I'm surprised that Image didn't
He's
do
going to
it.
be doing Marvel. So,
I would say it's a matter of time.
it's coming. He's just like
Oh,
yeah.
Like what character do you think he would do?
Oh, good.
Oh man,
I
thing
don't-
would be cool.
I can't remember. I don't know if he told me the character or like he just said Marvel, like he's going to do something with Marvel. That's already in the works.
I think Mandy would be cool. Or Swamp Thing for DC.
Swamp Thing would be badass.
Yeah.
What else would be cool? I don't know.
Maybe Blade or something. You never know.
yeah. Like
Oh,
anything monsters.
Werewolf by Night.
Moon Knight.
That would be badass. Yeah, there's a lot of potential there. Good for him. I mean, like everybody told him no. Kind of like J.K. Rowling. Everybody was like, no, Harry Potter sucks, and then boom.
Yeah, I
Exploded,
think like Mel V always says, let the streets decide. I think the streets have decided like what they like, and they're not paying attention to like. And he does interiors, and he does write stories, and like
Who's that Ghost Rider that's new? That's blue. There's a new Ghost Rider from the new Champions. That's blue. Because that would play right into his color scheme.
that would.
The blue and the green. Yeah, that would be perfect. I don't know his name though.
So a fan came up to Mark and he goes, "Hey, what's going to happen in the next issue?" Because he's reading Monsters or whatever, and Mark's going, "I ain't going to tell you. You know, you just have to wait." And I told Mark, "You see, that's the difference. So you're a cover artist and you do interiors, but people are asking you about your writing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference." So
Well, because with Marvel, the stories lately have been kind of shit, and so people are buying mostly off of the covers. Argue all you want to. That's what I think. So yeah, to see something that has both the interior, the story, and the cover, that's like the trifecta.
I think when Spawn 77 comes out, like all shit's gonna break loose. I mean, like when they get that done, it's gonna
Yeah.
be nuts. Like like that's gonna be like the minute that comes out, that #1 issue, that'll probably be one of the top selling comic books. It'll be up there, the numbers.
I think you're right on that.
McFarlane and Spears,
Yeah.
bro. Just get some gasoline.
So much time on Spawn lately, from what I understand. But yeah, exactly. So okay, guys, before we call it though, we're gonna do a quick round table. Lucy, we'll start with you. Say your goodbyes.
Thank you guys for watching us. Thank you, Joe, for coming and hanging out with us again. We
Absolutely.
really missed you.
I miss you guys too.
It was a great show tonight. I love doing this. It's been like almost 5 years, and I love getting together and having you again with us. It just felt like old times, you know. Yes, I loved it. I loved today. Thank you guys.
Jen,
I look forward to doing a Friday show
please.
with the drinking and then the not having it.
Oh man, those were some fun times, man.
Those are good ones. The Fridays are always good. Yeah. Sarah.
Yeah, thank you, Joe, for coming on. It's always awesome to have you on. You're always fun and cool, and now you're this big influencer. You get to hang out with us.
I am not.
It's so awesome to see, like, through your eyes and to hear your stories about Mark Spears, and and I've seen him when he's been on Beyond Wednesdays with you guys, and he's totally down to earth, and I love that. And
Yeah, we just hit it off, and like we like the same stuff, and we just start cracking up, and like it's just like if he lived here, I'd probably be hanging out with him. We'd probably watch a game and stuff like that, and have a beer. Like he's just one of the guys. Just like if Ant lived here, like I'd be hanging out with Ant.
He'd be making
Like,
tacos the
It's
whole
a
time.
good, it's a great community. Like all you guys, we just like it's connections. That's what it's all about. That's what life's all about. The more people you meet and connect with, and and this kind of breaks the monotony of the hustle and bustle of day-to-day bullshit. You
God,
get
that's so
to
true.
get to see the people you care about and talk comics. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Amen to that. I don't even know how to follow that up. Joe, thank you for being here. We miss your stinking face. So anytime you want to just jump in, just
Mama.
exactly. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We will be back next Tuesday, but we have Long Story Short on Thursday. We have the Saturday Toy Box on Saturday, and we have Cover Lovers on Monday. So plenty of content throughout the week. Make sure you guys are subs to the channel, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, we will see you guys later. Thank you for being here.